Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more EU4 Mandate of Heaven playing as Japan. So I noticed that Ming is killing Ōnin over here. So, might be a good opportunity to go kill them and just grab one or two territories while they're, destroyed by Ming. Wouldn't be so bad. Of course I need to get together a transport fleet for that to work, so if we feel like spending some of our money to get at least a few cogs together, that would not be a bad idea, I think. Let's go ahead and spend a little money doing exactly that. So I have 314 ducats, which is not quite enough, unfortunately, for the institution. But a big part of that is because we keep adding on more development and conquering more territory, so it's a big part of that reason. Alright, so we've gone ahead and done this. Apparently the rebels want to come kill me, so they're just going to have to, learn the hard way that when you're trying to siege down a target like Ito, you don't go jump on a neighboring army. That's stupid. We have money available. What else should we get? How's the national unrest doing? Not great. Yearly prestige could be okay. Taxes if we wanted money. Inflation reduction's very tempting because I have a little bit too much inflation right now. The problem is it's kind of expensive to have this. Is there anyone we can hire from the merchants? Master of Mint, yearly inflation reduction. If we had a little bit more influence with these guys, like 2%, we could do that. Do I have any other good trade provinces? No, but there is one right here. There's a thought. If we killed these guys, took their land, I could hand this off to the merchants, get more influence, get a cheaper advisor. It's not a bad idea. I don't think I have any claims against you, though. So let's build one up while we build up some transports, and we're going to keep gearing up for war, because it's what I like doing in this game. I love to blob. Blob, blob, blob. And Uchi declared war on Yamana. Not advisable. I mean, yes, you'll probably grab this piece of land, but then I can just take it too, so yeah, have fun with that. You want military access? Yeah, you can have it. Go siege him down. I don't care. Go ahead. Full annex him, in fact. Be more convenient for me. Go ahead. See if I care. La 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 la. Got a little bit of corruption. It's still ticking up because we're not paying it down. And we're overextended, which does not help. You can spend a little bit of money trying to put it down, but still kind of sucks. Corruption is really annoying if you're not going to be ahead of time on tech most of the time. Alright, who was this again? Alright, Ōnin. Let's go fabricate our final claim on you. Like so. Okay, and we'll pull off the diplomat because you're no longer useful. How are we doing as far as our missionary stuff? Almost done with that mission. Good. I'd like to find a new one. New missions might help dictate what I'm going to do. By the way, yes, I'm aware that if I had united Japan the other way, I would have gotten a whole bunch of free monarch points. The problem is I would have had to conquer all of Japan first, and I would have had to deal with a whole bunch of rebels and stuff, and I made the tactical decision it's better to have a fully united country that's not on the brink of civil war than to try and hold out, another 30, 40 years trying to get 100 extra monarch points in each. I mean, you could do that, but we had our opportunity, so I took it. Oh, goody! We died! A lady regency! Okay. Well, she's a 364. Long may she reign. That's actually okay with me. Yes, she's cruel. The national unrest is terrible, but she's got really good monarch point generation, so I feel like it could be a heck of a lot worse. Heck of a lot worse, in fact. Do we care about any other advisors in the meantime, though? We could go for some discipline guy. Morale of armies is not so bad. Trade efficiency, improved relations, global tariffs is not useful. Nah, it's all about getting that admin power right now. Ming wants more stuff. Gosh dang it, Ming. I'm not liking being a tributary. I'm really not. Oh, gosh. Freaking inflation. Well, the inflation's bad, which means we can get some negative events now. That's a problem. Okay, finished the mission. Got missionary strength. New missions available. Turn this thing into a city in Taiwan. Sounds good. Colonize Taiwan. At least one. If we did turning this into a city, we would get one development and cheaper development cost. Or colonial enthusiasm, which means faster colonies. Or we're about to kill Uchi. We could remove them from the map and get yearly manpower and prestige. This has to have just one province. Currently it's at 368. It's going to be a little while. Remove Uji from the map. That's the one we're about to do anyway. Do we have claims against them now? I think we might. Oops. Yep. Totally have a claim against them. We don't even have to wait anymore. Perfect. Faster wars, fast mission. Let's kill them. Doopy doop 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 doop. Sucks to be you, dude. Let's take some men. See if we can cross. Pirate strongholds. Gosh dang pirates. Lords in Ōnin have been known as fearless corsairs, and the loyalty and wealth they command has afforded them great influence and power. On an island just off the coast of a particularly successful pirate leader has built a stronghold sustained entirely by his expeditions. Taking down such a fortress would come at a high cost, but he is making a mockery out of our own naval ambitions. Who cares if we live off of the... So this province would get a ton of autonomy change. Wow, that's a lot. It's already at 75%. It's not even a state, but still. Perhaps he could be made a servant of the state, more isolationist. Lose money, gain an admiral with 50 tradition. Friendly pirate stronghold, local shipbuilding time. Still some autonomy change, or loses stability. Ouch. No matter what, this sucks. Lose 100 ducats to get a free admiral. And less autonomy. Honestly, for the autonomy alone, I think I'd be willing to pay almost 100 ducats just to have that autonomy change. Let's make him into a servant of the state. It's fine. Yes, Yamana, you may have your military access. I don't care. And they finished their war. Good, which means they're now moving on Kyoto. That's fine. Once I siege this stuff down, we'll be A-okay. Some battle. Crap, where's my navy? Hi, navy. Here, have your leader. Have your admiral. Wish he was an explorer. That would be useful, wouldn't it? Alright, for this fort, we need 9. Ouch. Let's leave behind 9 infantry, and with the rest, go on an expedition to murder all these people. Still have a numbers advantage, right? Are we not allowed to kill you? Apparently not. Alright, let's go kill these people in Kyoto. Whoop, he ran away. Hang on, I'm gonna get you. There you go. End of the Woku. Many have questioned our fervor in fighting the scourge of the seas and coastlines. Some would even say that piracy and pillaging comes naturally to all Japanese fishermen, and that we have turned a blind eye to this despicable practice. Over time, however, our neighbors have learned to watch their shores and to track down and make examples of those who would break the peace. The frequency of Woku raids has decreased significantly since the sudden surge a few years ago, leaving little impact on the Japanese. Okay, so that ends the event and we get trade efficiency. Sweet, but were we considered to be more open or isolationist out of that? The answer is I don't know. Alright, well, Ming wants tribute again, but that problem's solved. So, Yamana, I'd like to kill these people that are sitting on your land, but you won't let me. Tell you what, maybe if I run away, let's mothball my forts. I don't need these. Save ourselves some money. Come on out. Come on out, buddy. We need to get a general over here so we can siege things down faster. Actually, never mind. We got the siege. That was it. Okay, well, we have to remove these guys from the map in order to finish our mission, so let's do that. Take your money. Of course, that means more inflation. I'm aware of that, but still. And that's the end of that. Okay, mission done. New mission available. Taiwan? Colonize Taiwan. Or Midag, which was where? Oh, this one. Yeah, no, I don't see any reason to colonize this one specifically. I mean, both of them would give me colonial enthusiasm, but if I have just one province in this area, I get it anyway. So let's do this. Alright, we could embrace the Renaissance now if we wanted to. Let's core this stuff up. So we have money, apparently. And Yamana is getting screwed over by separatists. I hope that the Wait! Oh! What the... We didn't finish it. But okay. Remove Yamana from the map. Well, that would be nice. Manpower, turn that thing into a city, get free production. Now, I have a truce with Yamana for a long time, right? Yeah. So we can turn this into a city. It's going to take a little while, but now it's going to go faster because we finished our mission, even though we totally didn't finish a colony here. Or did we get it just before we had 400 colonists? Is that what the... Either way, we got it, but that might be what happened. How fun. All right. You guys go over here. And the unrest is pretty bad in this general region. Ito, we have claims against you available. 7, 9. You have pretty poor development across the board. But if I took this, I'd be able to access Ryukyu, which I'm sure would be fun. Satsuma. We'll just keep fabricating claims on you for a while. I need to cool my jets. Just a little bit. Let's get all these cogs together. Looks like these guys are getting absolutely wrecked by Ming. You are defending in 2 wars right now. And Ming has more separatists. Yeah, I'm telling you, Ming does get a lot of those, if they're not very careful. Kind of difficult to avoid. How much money do we need for this tech? 424, you say? I was thinking I'd like to build some buildings. So, for example, we haven't looked at this yet, but I guarantee you I haven't built a thing in Kyoto. Temple, worth tons of money. Get. You know, stuff like that would be good. Marketplace, Barracks, 500 in Kai. That's pretty good. But I'm going to save the rest of my money so I can embrace the Renaissance. We're actually getting to a point where we have enough power we could get some tech. Let's go kill these separatists. Goodbye, Hosokawa. Thank you. Political refugees. Following a lost power struggle, a large group of political refugees from the Ming Empire has begun to seek refuge in our country. The conflict seems insignificant enough that the winning side in Ming isn't particularly interested in searching for their fleeing compatriots, but they may still appreciate if we delivered the refugees to them. On the other hand, these are men and women of some ability, who could likely do a lot of good in our country if you allow them to stay. Ooh, okay. So development cost reduction would have been much better sooner. Excuse me, got burps. It's only in 1 province, though. It's only in Kai. Kai makes grain, so we only would basically get 10% production efficiency, which is meh. Or get legitimacy and make Ming happy. Yep, let's send them back to the Imperial Center. The Way of Tea. While tea has grown in Japan since the 9th century, the more refined aesthetics of the Chanayu, the Way of Tea, only developed fully during the early parts of the 15th century. Well, it's the late parts, but okay. Part religious ceremony and part cultural tradition, the Way of Tea could become an integral part of our cultural heritage. Yearly prestige and trade value in Kyoto. Okay, so trade value in Kyoto is only 1 year. It's not that important. So the yearly prestige for the rest of the game is pretty good. Yeah, why? No, of course I want this. Why would I not? Who would ever reject the Way of Tea? First off, I like tea. Okay, have you know that. Tea is good. Kono separatists. We got a few separatists that want to fire. It doesn't help that we are cruel. Yeah, whoa! Accidentally clicked off the game. Sorry about that. Dominate. Stay, hang on. Dominates tea trade. We now dominate the tea trade. Rather than just trading it, perhaps we just start growing it ourselves. Ōnin? What good do you produce right now? Grain. Tea is worth the same amount. Garrison growth, 25%. Land forcement plus 5.5. I feel like tea is going to become more profitable in the late game, so we're going to do this the same amount, at least for now. And in the late game, I do think that tea is going to be worth a lot more than grain. Growth of the administration. Too long. Didn't read. Diplomatic relations for 10 years. Bushi gain loyalty. Merchants guilds lose loyalty, but the Bushi gain is influence. Not enough influence to be a problem, though. Or... oh, there we go, merchant guilds. No, I don't want the merchant guilds getting more influence, because I wanted to ask for some stuff. Minister is what I wanted. We could also grant New World charters, but then they'll have a lot of influence. Yeah, we can't do that as well. So, the Bushi we could do. The clergy is another option. But the clergy would get too much influence. We have to do the Bushi. Nothing else is available to us. Alright, let's recruit that minister. And let's grant a New World Charter for extra settlers, and they're disloyal for a while, but that's just going to be how it's going to be. In the meantime, we get some bonuses that I like. Let's recruit that minister up, start reducing our inflation a little bit. Also get a lot more power out of it. It's going to cost me a ton of money, but... wait, was he the right one? Oh, dang it! The other one was... there was 2 of them, that one was cheaper. Gosh, darn it! We cannot fire him for a few more days. Hang on, I just lost 18 ducats for stupidity, but... that's the stupid tax. In the meantime, we save ourselves a couple ducats a month. There we go. No, Ryukyu, screw you. If you're not willing to become my vassal, then I have no interest. In fact, I would rather kill you, but you are a tributary of Ming. So, no. No, no, no. Alright, I have truces with everyone except for Ito. Hosokawa is almost time to kill you. We might as well get a claim on you, I guess. You are also a tributary of Ming, apparently. Surprised that Ming cares, but we'll take that. Have these guys been dealt with yet? They're still being sieged down horribly. I'm not going to bother jumping on them until I know exactly what they're going to lose. Because I don't want to get my war basically invalidated with bad claims, you know what I mean? Let's also fabricate claims against these guys. I'm gonna go. We're going to finish off Japan pretty quickly, I think. We'll have it done by the end of the week, easily. Conquest against Ming. They did take some land I care about. Okay, now we can kill Yeren. We can at least take this. Get access to the mainland. Wouldn't be so bad. You know what? Forget Ito. Ito's worthless to me. So you are losing a pretty big war right now. Let's start getting some troops over to our transports. Yeah, we're going to take advantage of this while they're weak. We know they're going to stay weak for a while. Shut up, Ming. Split, split, split. Okay. We'll start with the general and embark on you. First, let's declare our war. We're not going to take a lot off of these guys, but just enough. They still have a vassal, but I imagine they're getting murdered too, so I think we're going to be okay. I'm feeling confident enough. Let's go ahead and take this with these troops. We're going to land here and grab this strait. Actually, it's probably better to grab this strait part here. Freaking regional nobles. Interesting. I'm not going to actually get any more autonomy. I just get straight up loyalty. Okay. Because I already had that event recently enough that I can't stack on it. Cool. Land your troops. Whoop, it looks like they lost their war. That's over. Okay. You guys come back over here. You guys walk up. And mothball the forts again, because we don't need this. Need 415 ducats in order to take the next institution. Because we've spent a lot of our money, unfortunately. So yeah, let's get the troops together. Siege this down. Okay, now we can move on their capital. Which requires 3 people, so we're already good to go there. Dock up. Go land. I'm just going to transport a bunch of troops over. You split. Go here. Go here. Go here. Okay. You dock up. Go here. Easy enough, I think. Should not be a problem. Easy war. I love piggybacking off of the larger, more powerful nations nearby. Makes things so freaking easy for me. Okay, more cores are done. Good. How about you guys get together and go here next? You guys join them. Now, where are your allies? Do you still have a vassal? No, you do not have a vassal. They lost that. Do they still join? Nope. No vassals exist. I think they got full annexed. Okay. Well, that's going to make this easy. Look who's got 7,000 men. Hang on. You want to go to your capital where I have all my people already? Go for it. Dummy. It's going to die now. Squisha, squisha. Okay. Well, he's going to run all the way over here, I think. Halembu. Doop-a-doop-doop-doop-doo. And that's the end of that. Let's chase them down. You go here, you go here. We have 89% war score. Not much else we really need at this point. Let's see if we can piece them out. Now, I can't imagine they're going to have much money. We'll take some of this land, though. We'll take your money. You know what? We'll take some of this as well. We'll take all of this. Well, maybe not all of it. Nah, we'll take all of it. Screw it. Okay, this will give me a very strong foothold. Now, who... Yamana and Yeren could join a coalition, but both of them have truce timers, so that's not a big deal to me. We could vassalize them, though. Now, what would be involved in that? Let me think that through for a second. There's a thought. Instead of using up all of our admin power, we could actually try diplo-vassalizing someone. But it looks like they would not be okay with that no matter what I do. Alright, so no vassals then. How about war reps? And land. Does that sound reasonable? I think it sounds reasonable. It's going to cost me a fair bit to do this, but meh. We're Japan. I care not. Japan has to go on conquests. It's just what Japan does. Uh-oh. The Kono are really close to firing. I forgot about them. Shoot. We may have just made things worse with our overextension problems, too. Tengri. Really? We're going to have to convert the Tengri? I guess we can try converting them? It's going to take too long. Nah, let's not worry about it right now. Let's not increase unrest. We can't deal with it at the same time. And we can't core these because we haven't got any of their adjacent provinces here cored, so we don't have the range. Alright, let's get our men together. We're going to need to start gathering up. Now, these guys are going to fire. Yamana's about to fire too. Ouch. Okay, hang on. We need to transport to... let's say here for now. Break them up, send them out. Okay. We can afford some tech, but I'm not going to touch that until I have the institution done. The 43% penalty going away would be really nice. Need 435 ducats for this. Has anything gotten close? Well, we have embraced it here, it looks like. Yep, we have the Renaissance there. How about here? Anything close? This one's pretty close. If we wanted to wait until 1496, 3 more years, we could reduce the cost a little bit more. Alternatively, we take a loan and we get it now, so we can get the extra tech. I think we wait a little bit. We can wait a little while. Go ahead, guys. Transport. Go, go, go. We got rebels. There they are. Okay, it's just Kono for now. Pick up some more men. Crap, they got the fort. I should have unmothballed that, but I forgot about it. Well, now we're going to have to siege it back. That's going to be painful, but okay. Just get your men together. In the meantime, go over here this way. And you guys stop. I want you transported over here so we don't have to take a straight crossing penalty. There we go. They deliver a little bit faster. Where are you going? Bungo? You're going here. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I don't think so. Take the general. You arrive on the 12th. Yeah, we can't wait. We have to kill them now. Ah, how'd you get away? Screw it. Take the crossing penalty. I don't care. They're just freaking separatists anyway. You go siege this back down. Alright, that was annoying. And there's the next ones. Alright. Cross. Coalitions have started against us. Korea and Ito and Hosokawa and Imago. Okay, lots of coalitions. Kind of upsetting, but... it didn't say those guys would join, but I guess it makes sense. Yeah, we have 58 aggressive expansion with Korea. Well, they're not going to be able to do anything about it, but... yeah, that is a problem. Visit from some shady people. I will refuse your offer. Okay. I need these guys to reinforce for a little bit. This is in the hills. I don't want to fight them in the hills. If they come out to the grasslands, if they fight me, that's fine. Let's get some reinforcements and not engage them in unfavorable terrain. You have a 1-1-1-1-1 leader. Hosokawa, hi. I'm going to fabricate a claim on you. There we go. And we are going to automate our diplomats to outraged countries. There we go. Okay, now we have a slight numbers advantage. Only slight. They're going over here. We can wait at least until the end of April. We'll arrive on May 1st. We wait 1 day. There we go. And that way we guarantee we get a morale tick before we... or reinforcement tick, sorry, before we kill them. Jaunpur, a peasants' war in India. Alright. Oop, and we are at war. Well, that was unexpected, but okay. Kill. Wasn't expecting that at all, in fact. Okay. Given that that is true, a 216 ducat loan, fine, I accept. Embrace the Renaissance. And we will take the military tech, diplotech, admin tech. Okay, now we have better technology. We need to go and kill these guys before they get together. Ming traders. An increased number of tributary missions to Ming has led to the port of Kawago becoming the main port of entry for ships from our overlord. The province of Musashi has also started to attract greater number of Ming traders and adventurers, further allowing the region to prosper. Some undoubtedly see it as a good way to avoid the watchful eye of the Ming customs and law enforcement, however. Encouraging these fortune seekers will likely prolong the economic boom of Musashi, but it might still not be in our best interest. Corruption, base production, trade power for 30 years. Or 5 years. Ming will be upset if they discover we are harboring criminals. They probably will discover it. Let's stay clear of any troublemakers. Right now, I can't afford to have any problems with Ming. Not optional. Okay, can we stack wipe these losers? Don't think so. And Korea getting involved is a bit of a problem. Okay, come here. Come here, Hosokawa. Die. Ito, stack wiped. Let's go kill you. Where are you going? Kill you. Whoa! Freaking revolts! Okay, tea imports. Prominent economists have been questioning the rapid increases in tea imports of our nation recently after our neighbors came to control a large quantity of the known tea supply. National unrest, advisor costs, or mercantilism. Mercantilism is better long term. Looks like we actually managed to defeat those rebels, shockingly enough. Okay, let's kill them. There we go. Alright. So now, I need to spread out a little bit and stop you from getting reinforcements. That's their capital. I need you to go here. Okay. So we're out of manpower, which is a little bit of a problem. I don't suppose the Bushi could offer me anything on that front. Lose loyalty, gain levies? Yes, I need manpower. Okay, Ming wants stuff. Of course they do. So Korea is a problem. You need to just go ahead and hide, because this could be really bad. Now, I don't know that Korea is going to get involved too much more than this, and all the people who are involved in this coalition that I care about are already on my side of the island. In fact, this might be an opportunity for me to just take a frick ton of land again. As I am prone to doing, as you may have noticed. Why don't you guys go siege down Amago? Amago. Amago? I think it may actually be Amago, now that I say it out loud. Detach. Can't siege you down. Can you siege this down? Yes, it's a level 1 fort. We can siege that. Grab it. Grab it now. Okay. Ah! Mouse, where are you going? Can we get any more tech that we care about? We're really close to being able to get the next level of naval tech. Diplo tech. Which will be good. Actually kind of close to getting the next level of military tech as well. Which would also be very good. So we're going to be the only guys on this side of the world who have the Renaissance already. Yep. No, take it back. Korea. Really? Korea developed and stole the Renaissance. Sure enough, they've got 36 development here. Ooh! The Korean AI did something clever. I am suitably impressed by this. Let's split you, let you guys reinforce in peace. Yeah, I'm not worried about Korea. Oop! I am worried about more revolts, though. That's a problem. We'll have to wait on it for a little bit. Hey, Korea, hi! You got 13 transports, eh? You want to land somewhere? You want to go kill them? No? Okay. You're under no obligation, of course. It's up to you. I'm just saying, is all. Come on, siege it down. Ah! Okay, hang on. Ginkakuji. Ginkakuji. In the wake of the Higashiyama culture... Higashiyama, there we go. Higashiyama, I think that's actually it. Higashiyama culture, people were looking for some kind of inspiration. A man in our employment suggested that we build a new temple called Ginkakuji, the Temple of the Silver Pavilion, as it would be covered in silver foil. A rock garden with Zen and wabi-sabi aesthetics would be planned and added beside the temple. Spend some money, gain a free temple. Oh sure, 30 ducats for a temple? That saves me like 70 ducats. And it makes me money. We have a new shogun, and it's a terrible shogun. But he does reduce unrest, unlike his treacherous mother. You guys... go kill them. Oh gosh, here comes Korea. Okay, now's the time to run. Get the troops together. Blockade! Lose a little power. Can we please cross over here, get the men together? We need to put down these separatists, and we need to go fight Korea. They're coming for me. Wait, you blockaded me. Oh, come on! Come on, Korea! Can we go anywhere? Cross the islands this way. Run. Kill them. Good. Oop. Kill them. Why can't I cross? Yes, kill them. Whoop. Apparently Korea joined in that fight at just the wrong time. Now let's see if I can cross again and get out of here. I need my men to get together or we're going to have a problem here. Okay. So they blockaded me here. That's a problem. I'm going to gain a free stability. Heck yes. And before we do anything else, I think we try to end this war because we have some war score. I think we are now in a position where we're going to start losing a lot of fights. So I would rather... I can't take this land because it's not controlled by my allies. It's fine. Let's take some of this land. Can't quite kill Ito. 32 ducats. War reps? No. Don't think there's much else we can do. Give up your claims? No. Annul treaties? No. We could take a little bit of land here. Alright, so I'll walk out of this war ahead with more lands than I had before, and the longer I make this, the longer the truce timer is going to be. Which makes things a little bit easier. Alright, if we do this though, we have coalition potential problems with Yamana. Don't care about Yamana. Alright, end it. So yeah, it looks pretty bad there for a second, but with a little bit of finagling, we're going to be fine. I need you guys to cross and kill these guys before they take more land though. Okay, we're a little low on the manpower and all. I'm aware of this, but if we can siege all this back, we'll be fine. Need 6 people here, huh? All right. You know what? Just split. You guys get out of here. There we go. All right. Could have been a heck of a lot worse. Could have been a heck of a lot better, but it could have been a heck of a lot worse. And now we have all manner of other types of rebels that want to fire. Yeah, we need to cool our jets for a bit and stop conquering. We got peace treaties with almost everyone anyway. Actually, we do have peace treaties with everyone now that I think about it, so yeah. Alright. Gotta cool my jets. We'll be fine, though. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.